I'm not that nervous. Like, still got a little like, ooh, but all right. If the question comes, I'm gonna be there to answer it. Like, I've already done this too many times to even be too worried about it.
Don't step that way. Here. Don't step that way. Where's the fight going that way? Hey. What's good, Sam? Love that one. Love it a lot, though. Garcia is a hell of a puncher. He's very explosive.
Dangerous hook.
Very dangerous. Everybody know that hook doesn't knock a buffalo out. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
He probably throw a hook more like mine than anybody seen.
Yeah.
He got that one punch shock on that left hook. Deadly. And then he understands how to throw it. So yeah, that's where he is.
This is a much different version of myself, as you can see in my energy. And, you could see, how taking care of your body, being a real athlete and showing a good example, you're going to see that this fight.
Ryan Garcia is back in the gym, sharpening his signature left hook as he prepares for his upcoming fight with Mario Barrios. At the same time, Roy Jones Jr. is focusing on refining timing and precision in his own training sessions for this camp.
This camp, we've been keeping it pretty with the same kind of pattern. We wake up around 8:30, and then head to the, strength and conditioning gym. We lift weights, we do, conditioning drills, sprints, all that stuff. Then we take a minor, 10-minute break, and then we head to, boxing.
Today we're here strengthening, conditioning, fine-tuning for the last stretch. Make sure that the body feels right and that we are strong. Keep that pace, keep that pace. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
Attaboy.
Roy Jones Jr. takes time to demonstrate the proper technique for a left hook. He emphasizes the importance of balance, timing, hip rotation, and keeping the guard tight while throwing the punch. He stresses delivering the hook explosively, ensuring maximum power and accuracy while staying defensively responsible. Roy Jones Jr. also praises Ryan Garcia, calling him a phenomenal puncher with one of the sharpest left hooks in boxing today.
He's a hell of a puncher. He's very explosive.
Dangerous hook.
Very dangerous. Everybody know that hook doesn't knock a buffalo out. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
He probably throw a hook more like mine than anybody seen.
Yeah.
He got that one punch shock on that left hook. Deadly. And then he understands how to throw it. So yeah, that's.
According to Roy Jones Jr., boxing is a sport built on technique, not just conditioning. He explains that while stamina might carry a fighter through a few rounds, true skill and proper technique are what allow a boxer to survive until the final bell.
Technique, then conditioning. Nowadays, fighters are more into strength and conditioning than technique. How that happened was people started getting lazy with technique. So they would have technique, like you have a lot of guys that would have a technique, but they wouldn't be conditioned. So they come to the ring, they look good for a few rounds, then they die off. The better conditioned guy win the fight. So what started happening was a lot of guys that had technique were getting beat by guys that didn't have the same technique, but had better conditioning. So what happens? Boxing transitioned from a skill sport to a better conditioned sport. So now people forget about technique, but they work on more on condition.
Now, Ryan says he feels disciplined and motivated. He credits having the right people guiding his decisions and holding him accountable for helping him regain focus and purpose in the gym.
Suspension. It was much different circumstances. I was coming off a suspension, and during that suspension, I was drinking and partying and doing whatever I want for all the way through until they told me that I had to fight. My instincts told me not to. My body wasn't well, it had a lot of toxins in it, as you could imagine. A lot of stupid shit I did. But you know, when you have a lot of people in your ear and people are telling you can make $5 million, it's an easy fight, and you know, but you know internally that it's not the right decision, and I didn't trust my heart and didn't trust my instincts, and I paid the price for it.
So you say that you knew that it was not the right thing to do. Was there a moment in training camp or the week of the fight where you thought, man, I really think I might lose?
Oh, every day.
Roy Jones Jr. once again praises Ryan Garcia, describing him as a talented fighter who brings excitement to every fight. He notes that Ryan's bouts are compelling regardless of the opponent, thanks to his skill and energy in the ring.
Lose 30 pounds, remember how to box, and try to get sharp all in 2 months. And I don't even know how my body's gonna react. And it wasn't reacting. Every 2 days, it would just shut down. Runs didn't feel right. Nothing felt correct as it should. And I'm not blaming anybody. You come to find out, you know, whatever was happening in the Haney fight, it will never be replicated again. You can't do that. I still don't know to this
That was
day
crazy, yeah.
how I was able to drink and do whatever I wanted and somehow still win.
Chris Algieri adds insight into the complexities of boxing relationships. He explains that each situation is unique, especially when it comes to a fighter and their trainer. Personality often shapes this dynamic more than culture. While father-son pairings have succeeded, like Robert Garcia with his father, or even Roy Jones Jr. with his father, strong personalities can sometimes clash. He notes that Ryan's father is known for having a strong personality, much like Ryan himself, making their collaboration unpredictable. But when personalities align, as seen with Floyd Mayweather and his uncle, exceptional results can happen.
That kid, because he's one that's out there doing like what I used to do. He's fighting them all. He don't care who they are, where they are. If he get paid for it, he'll fight. And that's a beautiful thing. That is what boxing has been missing. You understand me? So it's like, I don't care who he fights. It's going to be an interesting fight, and he has a chance to beat anybody.
Algieri observes that Ryan has recently faced challenges with discipline, coaching, and structured training. He points out that Ryan sometimes prefers informal sessions at home, surrounded by distractions, rather than following a consistent gym routine. The hope is that his father can help redirect him, restoring the traditional training approach that Ryan thrived under in the past. If they can reconcile their personalities and build on their shared history, Ryan has the potential to regain his previous peak performance. Algieri concludes that while there are challenges, the right guidance could make a significant difference in Ryan's boxing journey.
Case is its own, every case is unique, and Ryan is especially unique. Champ, you mentioned culture versus personality. I think it's much more personality than culture, because we've seen culturally it work with Mexican father-son duos. I mean, we have Robert Garcia here, his father trained him, and Mikey Garcia, it worked. You know, and then you've got, you know, even like Roy Jones versus Floyd Mayweather. Roy Jones's father, you know, butting heads. You know, Floyd and his father butting heads. Uncle worked out great. Roger and Floyd worked out beautifully. But the fathers, they hit heads together. Then you got, even today, you got Naoya Inoue and his father. His father's fantastic. Trains both him and his brother, and to great success. And it seems like there doesn't seem like there's much friction there, at least that we've seen. So I don't think it's so much cultural as much as it is personality. And in terms of their personalities, Ryan is a very large person.
That wraps up today's update. Stay tuned for more insights and training highlights in the next video.
On their history, to which case Ryan could actually perform at a very high level again. In recent form, Ryan has had a lot of trouble with coaching. Listening to what he's going to do, showing up to the gym, he'd rather train. It seems like he'd in his living room, you know, wearing sweatpants and you know, whoever's around with influencers. Maybe his father can crack him out of that and get him back to a more traditional training style like we've seen him in the past when he was on a really good run at some point. You know, at a point a few years ago where he looked like he really could take over, and then things kind of fell off. So possibly the father-son duo this time could work once again, because it has worked in the past.
When you look at this, all we need now is a coach with some experience. Oh, we have Coach Robert Garcia. What's the secret sauce here? Is there one? Is it about knowing when to be dad and when to be coach? Is there a secret here?